everyone, and thanks for tuning in. This is Around Town with Laurel Board of Trade. This is where we shine a spotlight on some of the most amazing local businesses right here in our community. I'm your host, Carla Conway, graphic designer with Uncommon Design, and I'm also one of the directors for the Laurel Board of Trade. Thanks for joining us today. So today we're excited. We're here with Sunita Hill with Peace on Patuxent. Welcome and thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Carla.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about the concept of Peace on Patuxent.
Okay, so Peace on Patuxent is a nonprofit 501c respite home and day retreat for women diagnosed with cancer and 2 years post diagnosis. It was established. I established it after being in the community supporting various cancers. I've lost a couple of loved ones to different types of cancer, more so lung cancer. And so after being out there being a champion for women and an advocate for women with cancer, I decided, you know what, I think I want to do something different. And so I believe the whisper came, and at the same time where I was empty nesting and thinking about selling my home, the thought came, why don't you look at providing a home or a place where women can come to your home and take a break from what cancer introduces them to. I think once they're introduced to cancer, or once they're diagnosed with cancer, there is a different race and different expectations. Peace on Patuxent will allow them to come to the gardens to rest or to think, read, whatever they choose to do. But we allow that space, a space of serenity and peace. Some women can come. We offer 2 different services. One is that you can come and stay overnight for 2 nights. And the other is you can come as a day guest and just sit in the garden. So that is where we decided to go when I came up with the concept of just using the house instead of downsizing, selling a home.
Sure.
Let's use it for something that I've been always championing for. And that's how I came to establish Peace on Patuxent. There we go. I'll pause.
That's amazing. That really is. So that they can stay in the house, they have that option, and they also can just come to be a part of the gardens.
Yes, absolutely. So we accommodate approximately 7 women at a time for lunch.
Okay.
So we provide them with breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
At no cost. This is all because it's a nonprofit. It is at no cost. And so we provide breakfast and lunch for the women who stay overnight. And it's a 2-night stay, and then within 5 years, you can only come one time because the wait list will be long.
Right.
But you can come and visit the gardens. That is also an appointment, but you can come and sit. If you visit with the gardens, you also have the opportunity to have lunch with the women who are staying. So the space transforms into their space, a place where they can collaborate, where they can talk, and help one another. We're just there I'm just there, we the staff are just there to facilitate and give them that place to breathe.
And sometimes it's kind of lonely. To have that social component is wonderful. So why did you choose to open right here in the city of Laurel?
Okay, so Laurel. I am a resident. I'm a long-time resident of Laurel, almost 20-something years now.
Yay!
And Laurel is uniquely situated. We are situated in between D.C., which has many great hospitals, in Baltimore. So for us to be in the DMV, Laurel was the ideal spot. We sit in between, I want to say maybe 5 freeways, 5 highways. Right. 495. So we are just like a main, right in the middle of
kind of central.
Yes, very central, centralized to all those things. So that's why I chose it.
Okay, will the guests live at the residence? I know you spoke a little bit about that, but tell us about that.
No, guests will not live at the residence. They will come and stay. I try to, it's an overnight where you come. We treat you as if you are at a hotel at no cost. Okay. Or we treat you as if you're staying at a bed and breakfast at no cost. But it's only for the women that are diagnosed. And it's just for 2 days. 2 days. Wait a minute, 2 nights, 3 days. My apologies. I had to get that out. Okay. 2 nights, 3 days.
Right.
So you get to come and stay.
Okay.
And that's what it is. So there is no live-in. You just come, you stay. You sometimes we will offer services. There will be various services that will be provided: soft yoga, meditation. There will be maybe expressive writing, and it's not all the time. It's just as we go along, there will be different activities, but the women are not required to participate. These are just things that will help them to, again, centralize and find serenity, or centralize their spirit. Just how, again, it's all about giving them respite, allowing them to take a break.
Yeah. And sometimes they may just want to rest.
It is. And that's also the option.
Okay, so now, is there a maximum number of overnight guests that your property can accommodate comfortably?
Yes, three. Three is the maximum. And that will be, we have, three maximum, and they are all single rooms.
Okay. Is there a cost to the guests?
There is no cost to the guests. There is no cost for them. We are a 501c. We are dependent on donation, grant sponsors. So we are looking and seeking all those things right now. The organization is being self-supported because we are a new grassroots organization, but we plan to grow.
So how is it being funded currently?
Currently, I'm self-funding it. We have self-funding, and we've had some donors.
Okay.
So we do have donors. We are on Give Butter. We have a campaign on Give Butter.
Excellent.
So you can go to Give Butter and donate. I'm knocking on doors. We also do the door knock.
Okay.
And I'm championing every time I see someone. If we're talking, I ask one to share it with someone. But we are a donation, and it is tax deductible, so you can write it off. And so forth.
So we're looking for donors.
We're looking for donors,
sponsors for different things.
Yes.
And how about some of these lovely
and we can purchase those.
So we can purchase some fun merchandise
yes,
to
we
help.
can purchase fun merchandise. Yes, Carla. It is up for sale.
And they're very colorful and beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. This is our logo. Whenever you see the hummingbird, you will see Peace on Patuxent. This is Peace on Patuxent, and that's our brand, and you will see that. So even if you just see the bird and the colors with the ribbon, then we had it designed specifically. You'll see inside of the bird there are the various ribbons within the P that highlights the
very unique design.
That's
fun.
Yes.
So how does a woman interested in staying do that? How do they?
So right now if a woman was interested in coming to stay, we first understand that time is very sensitive for women who would want to come, and there is a level of independence that she must have. But she would go to the internet, to our website, and there would be an application, and she would apply the application, and then we would scrutinize it or look at it, see where we could fit her in at, when she can stay. Right now, we're taking applications for the spring for our open house. In the first year, because we're currently not open, let me be clear. Currently, we're not open. Our administrative office is open. We're still going through the stand-up phase. We will have an open house to allow the community and some of our sponsors, our current sponsors and volunteers, to see the facility and see what's going on, like what is really going on, and the neighbors, because it's in a neighborhood. So we'll have that going on September the 14th, and that will allow you to come in and see and tour the house before our open house. Before our doors open. We plan to open in the spring
of
2024. Absolutely. And so in spring of 2024, we will start to open. Our first year will be a soft opening with we will be opening one weekend a month. For the first year. So we're going to start taking applicants for that or requests. That is just to stay. The grounds will be open, and we will be taking applications for that as well.
That's excellent. That's very exciting. So I want to go back for a second. You said that the woman has to be independent. Now, by that, do you mean she's not wheelchair bound or walker? Is there a space to move around the house?
That is a good question. So because we're still going through we're doing our soft opening in the first year, we're still working with our ADA requirements, and we're still going through some of the requirements, or Maryland state, what is required for the home. We plan to have install an ADA accessible bathroom. So that will be shown. The floor plan will be shown. A model will be shown at the open house to allow people to see what it will look like. So in the first year, there will be there is no accessibility for a wheelchair.
Okay.
But if a woman was wanted to come and she, when we say independent, medically independent, you don't require anyone to assist you because we're not, the
Gotcha.
house is not affiliated with any medical staff. We are not a nursing home. We're just a home that allows you to come and take a break. So we want you to be at your healthy state, and we depend on that woman to know her body. We understand that the service if you're going through treatment, that it can be taxing on the body. So we ask the women to sort of survey yourself. When are you not going through treatment? When is this your best self? So that you can get it. And you don't have to come when you're going through treatment. You might want to come when you're in remission.
Right.
Or, when you can feel your best self. Because we want you to experience feeling like a woman again.
Yeah, and really enjoy the time
Absolutely.
away.
Absolutely.
That's good. So can you tell us about some of the other events maybe that you're planning and what's scheduled in the future?
Yes. So as I said, the open house, we have a open house that's scheduled for September the 14th. That will be from 3 to 5 at the Patuxent Road property.
Okay.
And so that's where it's fun. I think we're going to have popcorn, fun things. People can come out. If you're interested in volunteering, you can contact me prior to that. But it will also give you an opportunity to look at the organization. Is this an organization or a mission that I want to get behind?
Sure.
And so that's what this is all about. It is also to invite my neighbors, because this is a neighborhood, it's nestled in a community, to invite my neighbors to understand what's happening. And when I say my neighbors, I do mean the neighbors in Laurel. What's happening with her home, with this home,
Right.
Peace on Patuxent. It is not, as I said, it is not my home anymore. It's Peace on Patuxent. So what's happening over there? So that gives everyone an opportunity to see and to for us to gain buy-in. We're looking to gain supporters and people to tell other people about Peace on Patuxent.
Yeah, and when you do open it up to the wider community, you can have, lots of ambassadors
Absolutely.
that are
Absolutely.
sharing the
That is it.
story.
That is it.
Yeah.
That is it.
So I know you mentioned this, but maybe you can remind us, when are you actually scheduled officially to open those doors?
In the spring of 2024. Yes, so I would say we haven't chosen the date for the official ribbon cutting, but spring of 2024, we plan to open our doors and bring in our first guest, our first official guest.
I'm so excited for you because this really has been a labor of love, and to see the light at the end of the tunnel is very exciting.
It has been.
So tell the people where they can go to learn more about you and to support you, because I know you're looking for donors and sponsors, but you're also looking for volunteers.
Absolutely.
How can they best help you?
So people can best help me by first volunteering. You can volunteer. We accept volunteers. We accept volunteers. I'm just laughing. We're looking for volunteers. We're looking for board members. We're looking for sponsors. And I'd say the best way to get in touch with me or someone in our organization is go to our website. Peace on Patuxent is www.peaceonpatuxent.org. Or you can go to Facebook and friend request us. We're on Facebook, peaceonpatuxent.org. That's Facebook.
Okay.
We're also affiliated with the Laurel Board of Trade.
Yes.
That's how I know Carla.
And we're so glad you're a member.
I am a member of that. I'm also, I'm trying to think, there's another, I'm a member of the Maryland Nonprofit Organization.
Okay.
So we are members, and we try to partner with our sister organizations. They are very familiar with us that Peace on Patuxent is coming. So I'll say the last chunk, Peace on Patuxent. There is no other organization like Peace on Patuxent on the East Coast. Well, I don't want to say that because there is one more, but not in the DMV. That's the bigger piece for me, is that we have so many women, and we all know someone, if we don't, that has been diagnosed with cancer, someone who can benefit from the services of coming to Peace on Patuxent. I'm also looking for, and I would also welcome, a car service. One of the key components of Peace on Patuxent is to have a car service pick this woman up and bring her to my home, and she gets to come and feel like a queen.
Yeah.
She should be, from the time we pick her up at her door, not Uber, a car service.
Yeah.
Pick her up from her door and we return her back home. She should feel like she has been on a retreat of her life. And that's what Laurel offers. That's what Peace on Patuxent offers. That's what the Patuxent Road property offers. It just offers so much. So that's what I have.
I just love the idea of this. I mean, it's such a unique thing. And it's such a valuable resource here right in our community.
It is.
We're so glad you're in Laurel.
It is.
So are there any final thoughts that you'd like to leave our listeners with?
I guess if I had a final thought, it would be that every woman who is diagnosed needs to find a place where she can feel like she is herself again, just for a moment. And so Peace on Patuxent is what we've established, what I've established to give her that sense of just feeling like you did for a minute just before you were diagnosed, to find yourself. It's no magic pill, but it is a place of tranquility. And it's at no cost. Of course, we need donations, but it is at no cost.
But you know, that's a
person.
win-win.
That's
a win-win.
awesome.
And I love the name because peace is, I mean, it's something that I think women that are really undergoing some very tough situations can really benefit from that little glimmer of hope that they can get just as a little getaway.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Sunita.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you joining us and learning more about your business. And I think this has just been great to let our viewers know that this is right here in Laurel. I mean, this is one of our members that is really doing amazing things. And we thank you for that. And we're excited about the opening.
Yes.
Hey, stay tuned. Next up, we'll be talking with another one of our Laurel Board of Trade members, Bayo, real estate agent with Home Resource Realty. You won't want to miss it.
September is National Preparedness Month, a time to examine your family's needs before disaster strikes. And the Department of Defense has key responsibilities in the event of a disaster.
Because DoD plays a critical role in the national response to emergency events. So we're prepared in DoD. It's very important that we be prepared for ourselves as individuals, for our families, for units, for those living and working on installations and bases, but also critically for the nation as a whole, because we are one of the largest responders. We have the largest amount of capability at the installation and base level, as well as from our state and National Guard.
In addition to the month of preparedness, 30 September is designated as National Prepare-a-thon Day. To participate, visit ready.gov/September and register what activities you're planning for your family or community.
Hi there. Today I'm here with Bayo, and Bayo is a real estate agent with Home Resource Realty right here in Laurel. Welcome and thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yes. So what is the name of your brokerage?
Home Resource Realty International. Okay. And we're at 403 Main Street, Laurel, Maryland.
So what is one of your immediate goals?
One of my immediate goals is to be the local realtor, to appeal to current homeowners, new homeowners, and those homeowners that are having trouble, that don't know what to do. They have a source next to them that can give them relief.
Okay. And how long have you been in Laurel?
I've been in Laurel for about 18 years. I started from Cherry Lane to 377. Now I'm in 403 Main Street.
Okay.
Laurel.
Now, where do you see the brokerage in 2 years?
Amazing question. I like that question. I see my brokerage in 2 years dominating both Laurel, Burtonsville, a lot of Prince George's County, because I'm building a team right now, and that team is aggressive. Our team is based on making other agents successful. So by helping them, I will be successful. And also focusing on those homeowners, those people that are aspiring to buy a house, but are missing out because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So what we call them, the people that are less fortunate in terms of what they can get there. But there is answer for them. There is resources for them.
Yeah, and you're expanding your network.
I am
and
expanding that
broadening
network
that.
to reach out to them.
Okay, awesome. Okay, what incentives do you plan for your customers?
Thank you very much. Well, we always give to receive. And so we have planted, for example, if you buy a home for us now or even before, we'll give you a home warranty.
Okay.
That home warranty, you will say, what do I get a piece of paper for? But believe me, I know someone that bought a house off Route 197, and he bought it on a competitive edge. And it was made, because it's competitive, it was made to refuse inspection, to accept an appraiser, and if everything goes wrong with the appraiser, he will fix it. And we gave that individual a $700 home warranty. That home warranty was a jewel to that guy. When he moved to the house, the fridge was not working.
He found a lot of things that were broken, I bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the warranty we gave him has no back history for
Okay.
anything that's wrong in the house. So it was just amazing.
Yeah,
So
that's-
warranty is very, very good.
Yeah,
And we
that's-
spend a lot of money.
That's a real incentive because that's peace of mind. When you get
Yes.
into the house, you don't know what you're going to find
Yes.
if it's in that situation. Yeah. So, what would you like to tell the various homeowners in Laurel, our area?
Well, homeowners in Laurel, it is very important to keep your home. And if you are ready to sell it, it's very, very necessary to prepare your home very well so you can get a good money for it. It is good money if you take care of your house. Every homeowner should be careful in making sure that whatever is wrong with their house, they maintain it so that every home in that street will become increase in value. Asset will rise.
Sure.
But if you don't maintain your house, there'll be a problem. And it is absolutely necessary also for a homeowner that's trying to sell to interview that agent very well. Some of us are not there. All we want is money. But you want someone that is all wholeheartedly want to sell that house for you and will advise you and help you to make it sold. So homeowners, be careful, take care of your house, watch for any deterioration in the house, keep the value up. It's a big asset for you.
Yeah, yeah. That'll pay dividends in the long run.
Yes,
to
of
keep
course,
things-
yes, of course.
So, tell me a little bit about the interest rate and can that be a deterrent to buying houses?
No. People look at it that way. When I first bought my house, it was 11%. That was about 25 years ago. 11%. I didn't worry because I needed a house. It's a shelter over me. When I calculate the cost of that house and the cost of the interest, it is nothing. Today is 7%. Oh, by the way, the 2% we had 2 years ago, it doesn't happen that way. It was a COVID 2%. It came because of the
Yeah.
situation here. It never was like that. So today, we will be looking, even if it comes down anytime, we'll be looking at 4 to 5%. That is normal. People have to make money on the money they give you.
Right.
So therefore, it's good. So don't let the interest rate scare you. You will still pay lower than you pay in a renter.
Okay, good point.
Yes.
So, what about shortages? Some people are talking about that. What do you say as far as shortages?
Shortages are not everywhere. We have some shortages in some places. And where we have those shortages, we fight to get. I just did a transaction for someone in Clinton. There's shortages there. But there is a way to get a house for you. That's why I said to the public, find the agent that listens to you and do your work. The harder we work, the lesser your problems are.
Right.
So the shortages are not all over. There are lots of places where there's more houses and nobody's buying it because they do not take care of their houses. So the value is not good.
So, what are some of those places that have a little bit higher inventory? Can you tell us?
I don't like to do that because then you say, oh, wait this way. Laurel has some nice areas.
Okay.
Bethesda has area. Rockville has areas. Same thing is Adelphi and Riggs Road. And that area is also very populated. So the people are pushing to get their houses
Yeah.
there. Again, you can look at Columbia, Howard County. Catonsville, all these are nice area with very good houses.
Okay.
Gwenoak has too in different areas. Then you got all the Baltimore counties around, and Honorary County, not to talk about Washington, D.C. I'm licensed there too. I'm licensed in 3 jurisdictions,
Okay.
D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not, we cannot say this area is better than an area, but value is where you create value. The neighbors create value. Where you have the HOA is always a plus because they want to make sure you maintain your house. That's
Okay.
the reason why the HOA
Okay.
goes there.
So if they come to you and they just have a really nice, if they have an area that they want, you'd be surprised. You could find something because there are houses that are coming up on the market. It just
There's
depends.
always a way to, I mean, I said to you,
Yep.
all we have to do is work a little harder.
Sure.
If you put more effort to it, it's in there. You can find it. Sometimes we have to write letter to everybody on that neighborhood. You want to sell your house, and you'll be surprised. Somebody wants to sell.
Yeah.
And I have a buyer for you. Who else will worry about it? So we
Okay.
do find it. Yes.
Sounds
we
good.
can find it.
You and your team that's growing and
That's
expanding.
what we do. We are very concerned about how we get there. And I don't take an agent who just loves money. We go through a lot of interview. You must love the job and love the people.
Right.
Because if you don't love people in real estate, don't get there. It's none of your business.
Sure.
If just money, not at all. Because they will remember you.
Yep.
And remember, this is a very big asset you're selling. And if somebody make a mistake on it, it's trouble.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's-
we worry about that as well.
Well said. That's good. Okay, so where can people learn more about you and support you?
Well, everybody talks about website. We have a website, bayohomes.com.
Okay.
It's just easy, bayohomes.com. That's my website. However, I'm in Main Street. Sometimes I walk the street.
Okay.
And from next September, we're going to be having coffee on Saturday morning for the neighbors. Just walk in and have coffee and donut.
I like that.
From next September, from Saturday, so that's the fall. We just come in there and sit down there, chat with us, get
Now,
to know us.
Any particular neighborhood? I want some donuts.
Well, it's going to be in our office.
Oh, in
we
the
are not
office?
going to move around because we are right there on Main and 4th. So it's going to be in our office. We're not going to go around.
Okay.
If necessary, there's something going on, that if you have someone going on, like Senator have something that she's doing, we'll be there to
Okay.
support them. You know, we want people to realize that it is not just selling the house, we're human beings too.
Yeah.
So we want to feel at home.
And that's good. You know, you need to get out in the community and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Earlier this year, I was walking the street and giving my calendars out. I met a lot of homeowners, I greet them and
Yeah.
drop the calendar there and walk away. I'm going to do it again, starting from October when the new calendars come.
That's good. That's
And
good.
like you said asked me before, I have T-shirt to give out too. So we're going to do that to get ourselves known out there.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. So is there one final thought that you'd like to leave our listeners with?
The final thought I want to leave our listeners with is this. If you are a homeowner and you are having trouble in terms of whether you have tough trouble with your mortgage or you are running into trouble with some problem in the house, call Bayo. 443-535-7699. 443-535-7699. Call me. It's just a matter of what is wrong there, and we can help you to make sure that you solve that problem. The state of Maryland is behind you. They are with you. We will point you to the right place for your solution. If you have problem, don't be scared. Call or stop at 403 Main Street. If I'm not there, leave a note there. We'll find you. It is as simple as that. Don't be scared. It is your asset. It is your home. It's worth a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. And there's probably a lot more options out there that they don't know about.
They
if
don't
they
know.
just wouldn't, you know, if they asked, they might find a
That's
way
the trouble.
to move past
That's
it.
why I make it a point of I read a lot. I just keep reading because you find the answers there. You
Sure.
know, but nowadays, people don't read anymore. Text, internet, that's all. They don't read anything anymore.
Well, you don't know.
Facebook, you know. Well, you find me in Facebook too, but that's not the only thing there. But, you know, it's always good to read. The state of Maryland is behind every homeowner. You cannot just say they're going to foreclose on you. They'll help you. The state of Maryland has a lot of plans for you. So ask, and you will get. Is that not what the good book said?
Yep.
It said, ask, you will
Indeed.
receive.
Indeed.
So the same thing with your home. If you have problem, anyone in Laurel, any homeowner, condominium, townhouse, single family, ask, knock, answer is there. Call 443-535-7699. Bayo. It's so easy to remember. Bayo. B-I-O if you don't want to call the big name. B-A-Y-O, B-I-O, Bayo. You
Well,
got it.
Bayo, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
I have learned so much, and it's so nice to know that you have the resources and the knowledge to help a lot of the residents that either are selling or looking to sell,
Yes.
or just whatever they might be looking for. They might be looking to downsize. So
Downsizing, that's very important.
Yeah.
To get aged, you got to say, oh, I don't want to climb the steps again. I just want to be on the main floor.
Yeah.
That's it. And we have old folks place.
So this is one of our members, and we are so happy that you joined us today, and we learned a little bit more. Thanks so much for joining us, Bayo. We're so glad we have you on our show today. Thanks for joining us today, and if you have a business and would like to be featured, please reach out to me. I'd love to learn more and shine the spotlight on you. Send us a message, go to the website, laurelboardoftrade.org. Also, on our website, you can learn more about the Laurel Board of Trade and all the benefits and the many events that we sponsor. Something coming up that we invite you to join is business networking. It's every third Thursday of the month. Join us for online networking. We're still meeting up virtually, but I know we've got a couple in-person events planned. We have a powerful mix of business leaders, and that can help expand your network. So that's a wrap from the Laurel Board of Trade. Our tagline is small business, big ideas. I encourage you to remember to shop local. See you next time.